Hi, friends. I all hope you had a really, really good morning and ate a really healthy breakfast and are ready to create something. Yusuf is excited to create the cup ball. Please comment your name and if you're excited or what you've done or something like that on there so we can track who's been on and who's done this with us. All right, so let's get started. So I created one yesterday, and so it's going to end up looking like this. You don't always have to add the bottom part, you can just add the cup. I've made a pom-pom out of yarn, so then you can just catch your ball. I don't know if you've seen that on the back of it. Ready? So you just catch the ball in the cup. You can see how many times you do that. There's so many different ways that you can create a pom-pom or create the cup and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you the different ways on how you can create the ball first. So we have, if you looked on the PowerPoint, I had two students that did it yesterday. One used just like he tied up a bunch of string. So Omar tied up a bunch of like rope or string and made a ball out of that. And Ahmed actually used the lid from a milk container or from a water bottle, which I never thought. That was really, really cool and a great way to recycle the milk jug container. So you could use this. You have to get your parents to help though. So you have to stick like a really sharp like scissors or a nail through there to get the string through there. Another thing you can use are like these tin cupcake containers, and you would just either tape or glue, probably tape would be a lot easier. Glue them together like this, and then stick a hole through it, and then you have your little ball. Another way is using egg carton pieces. So you can take cardboard egg carton like this, from this. You're gonna have to get your parents again to help cut that out. So you can cut that out, and then you can glue them together. Well, first, before you glue them together, you're going to want to stick a hole in there with scissors or something like that. So again, you're going to get your parents to help you. So we're just going to put this on the table here so you can see. Be very careful, stick it through. See how loud that was? Yeah, not very safe for you guys to do, but parents can help you. And then you're going to use a piece of string, and you're going to stick it through, cut it, and then tape it. I have one made already because I had to let it glue overnight. So that's the only issue, that if you use these, you're going to have to let it glue overnight. So now it's pretty sturdy. And then I have my egg carton on the string. So that's another way to make a ball. So we have the pom-pom. We have the tin cans. We have the lid from the milk jug. And the last way, which is really cool too, is, or so you can do this by yourself. You're going to have to get parents to get you a sheet. And you've already, my class has made boats, so they know how to use a tinfoil. And it just kind of like curves down like this. And then you just gotta crumple it up. But before you crumple it too tight, what you're gonna wanna do is cut a piece of string. You can make it really long and then cut it short later, so see how long you want it. The longer the string, a little bit harder it is to catch. So you're gonna cut the string, put it inside the ball, like this. And then tighten the ball around it, the tinfoil ball. So you can create a ball like that as well. So you have a tinfoil ball. There's another way. And it's pretty tight. It's not very tight in there, so you have to be very careful. You can even put a dab of glue on top or put some tape. If you put tape, it might make it a little heavier. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to make sure it kind of stays in there. I'm using white school glue because it will dry. It's easier to kind of put on stuff like this. So I'm trying to put a little glue around, and then I'm going to let that dry like that. All right, so that's the different ways you can make the ball. So you have the tinfoil ball, which I'm going to let dry now. I'm just putting my egg carton here. You have the two tin cups that you can tape together. I'm not going to tape these because I'm still using them for something else. So you can tape that together, and make sure you poke a hole first and pull the string through, and then tape it or glue it down in the bottom here, and then tape these together. So you can do that. You can use a lid, or you can make a pom-pom. So I'm going to show you how to make the pom-pom right now. You have a choice. You can use your fingers, which I did with this one here yesterday. So I just kind of tied it around my fingers like this, and then I kind of kept them separated, and I spun it around my hand. Another really cool way you can do that is by using a fork. So you can take your fork and you're going to tie this. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to kind of loop it around the one prong of the fork like this, just so that it stays where it should. I know you can't see, but you can tie a knot. Nice and tight. So then it should look like this. Once you're have done that, I'll give you guys a few minutes if you're choosing this way or not. I know we can't really do this all together because sometimes it takes it to dry things. You have to like take your time. So you can feel free to watch this video after and stop it where you need to create these things. So a few more minutes to make the pom-pom. So once you're done that, keep the yarn on here. Don't cut your yarn yet because you have to wrap it around the fork a few times. So this pom-pom is quite small. And I had a dog playing with it yesterday. She was biting it and trying to tear it apart. So what you're going to do, I've only wrapped it 30 times. The more times you wrap it, the bigger the pom-pom will be. So I'm going to let's do 60 today. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm only counting when I get to the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, so now that I got to 60, I'm gonna hold this really tight and I'm gonna cut a little bit extra off. Like this. So you're gonna take your string, wrap it a few more times. Then you're going to stick it. Do you see the middle prong, the middle hole right there? So you're gonna stick the string through the middle hole. So it's gonna take a lot of patience and very good skills. Sometimes it helps to wet it a bit. Then you get yarn hanging out. So you're gonna do that. Stick it through the hole like this. It's like threading a needle almost. And pull it through like that. Then you're gonna wrap it down. So I stuck it through the middle. I'm gonna come closer. So I've stuck it through the middle of the fork. Can you see? Then you're gonna come down and around. And then you're gonna stick it. So I went down and around in the middle part of the fork again. So I created this at the back. Then I'm gonna stick it through the same middle prong again. Oh. Hi, Johan. Hi, Dima. Hi, Mark. Hi, Ibrahim. Hi, Saif. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Celine. Hi, Elia. And Yusuf. So you're going to stick it down in the middle again like that. And then you're going to pull it nice and tight. You can do it one more time. So wrap it down in the middle again like this. Wrap it again. This isn't going to be a very long YouTube video. Once we get this all started. Pom-pom's the easiest because you can do it quite quickly and you don't need it to dry. You just need to be able to tie it. So then I pulled it quite tight. So I'm going to pull these strings up a bit like that. I know my webcam is kind of not very great. It's hard to see. And then I'm going to stick this end underneath, like this. If I can get it. There we go. So underneath like that, and I'm not going to pull it tight just yet. I'm going to leave it like that, because then I'm going to take this end here, and I'm going to loop it through this hole. And I'm going to do it one more time, loop it again. And then I'm going to pull tight, and it's going to knot it. Like that. Oops, I don't want to pull it off just yet. If it comes off, that's okay at this point. So I'm going to pull it nice and tight. So there's your knot for your pom-pom. Then you can do it one more time just to make sure it's knotted good. It won't come loose. So I'm going to knot it from the front now. And on the other end. This is nothing worse than having a pom-pom and then it coming loose and all the strings fall out. So you have to make this all over again. So I'm going to pull it through. Hi, Ed. Hi, Zen. And then you're going to pull it like this. Sorry, this is like very slow work. So you have to be very careful with your fingers. Make sure you get it right. Oh, so now it's coming out down here too. So then I'm going to pull it tight, knot it, and then I can pull off my pom-pom. It's not super tight yet, and that's okay. Because then you're going to take your string again. So now you need the long string to make the ball. So you're going to pull it tight like this, and you're just going to tie this on. That's still attached to the ball of yarn. So this is still attached to this ball of yarn or string that you have. And you're going to pull it tight. Oops. String like that. Pull it nice and tight so it cinches the middle. There's a lot of strings going on. Nice and tight so it cinches the middle. And then you're just going to knot it. Like that. Nice and tight. So then you have all these little loops that you have to try and find, which might be a little difficult. You might need mom or dad's help. And then, once I find my scissors, oh, they're there. You're going to go down through the loops. 60 is kind of a lot of loops. It's harder to see. If you do 30, it's way easier to see. And you're going to cut like this. There's one side of the pom-pom. So your string that you put around after made it nice and tight, so it won't fall apart. If you miss a few loops, that's okay. You can go back and cut it. 30 is a lot easier to see and easier to work with, but that's okay. We want to make a really poofy one. So there's your little pom-pom. Oh, it's coming apart. But there's your pom-pom. So you gotta make sure that middle string is really, really tight. And I'll show you quickly with your fingers. So with your fingers, you're gonna tie, just make a little knot here, like this. Hi, Alia. Who else is there? Hi, Sam. So you make a knot like this. If you knot it like that, then you can slide it along the rope. So you can put it around your two fingers like that, and just hold it like this. So make sure you kind of make the peace sign. So your pom-pom will be like longer strings. So you can make a peace sign like that, and then you start wrapping. We're only going to do 30 this time. Actually, let's do 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It gets really tight. So you got to make sure you have really strong fingers to make sure they don't come together. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. See how my fingers are slowly getting close together, so you have to make sure you stay really strong, keep them open. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So this one will create a longer palm because it's bigger than the fork. It's a little bit wider. Again, I'm going to cut off a little bit extra, and then I'm going to take the string and wrap it between my fingers. And then you might have to get a parent's help for this to stick it between your fingers below. Maybe you can use your parents' fingers, mom or dad's fingers, or sister, brother, nannies. Hi, Maya. Hi, Aslan. Aslan says good morning to all. You're going to wrap it around a few times. Like this. Oops, get it. Nice and tight. See how it like cinches really tight in the middle? You want that cinch. The last one didn't cinch very well, so it kind of fell apart. So that's why we're going to try a different way. It's a little hard to get the middle between your fingers because your fingers. So you're going to leave it kind of loose this time, and then you're going to go through one more time. So I'm using my thumb to hold it down. Maybe mom or dad can help again. Knots can be kind of hard. And then I'm going to loop it through. And I'm going to do one more time. I'm going to pull nice and tight, just like that. Easy peasy. Then we can just do it one more time, do one more knot, just to make sure it stays. So you want this knot to be very tight, the middle part to be very, very tight. So I'm going to hold it again. Oops. Hold it again. And then pull it nice and tight. So then I'm going to take my other string here, and I can string this around because this one now you're going to create the rope for your ball so you can swing it into your cup. I can take this extra string too, and I'm just going to knot it around like that. Nice and tight. Good morning, Dylan. So knot it again. Nice and tight. There you go. Maybe we'll do one more just to make sure it stays. So this one doesn't need any glue or anything, just needs your fingers. And then you can slide it off. It's going to be a little tight. And it looks like a little bow, like that. You see how it looks like a little bow? It's pretty cute. So then you're going to take your scissors again, slide in. This one should work better than the last one. We can make it, and slide your scissors into the loops. Mom and dad might need to help. You might need like really sharp scissors for this too. And then you're going to cut. Same with the other side. You missed some loops, that's okay. You can go back and cut them after. Cut. There's a couple in there. So I'm just going to loop with my scissors, cut. Don't pull it because you'll pull it out. And then you can just fluff it up. There you go. Some might just fall out. So if you pull on them, because now you cut the string into these little tiny strings, you're going to pull them out. So don't pull them one way or the other. So there's your pom-pom. These ones here, I'm going to trim just to make them look a little neater. Like that. So now you created your pom-pom for your cup. And I'm going to cut this. I can cut it like a fairly long string because then I can decide what size I want later. All right, so there's your ball. So we did a pom-pom, and then I have my egg carton cup here to make two. So now we're going to move on to the ball catching part. So this part is going to catch the ball. So you guys have these on the playground. They're like the big scoops with the string on top, and you kind of try and catch it in the scoop. So this is kind of the same thing, but more like inside. It's kind of more like basketball. So I have two cups here. You can choose to paint one, or you can choose to color on it. I'm going to choose to color on this one, so I'm just going to pick some different designs. Maybe I can do some flowers all over. You can choose to color your whole cup. You can choose to not color your cup. This is your choice. Be creative. I really miss spring, and I know I was talking to my mom yesterday, and in Alberta, they still have snow. They just got a whole bunch of snow. So there are kind of flowers all around. So I'm going to use a different color. Let's use orange. I'm going to do should I do? Let's do butterflies. There's a butterfly, like that. So my other one, I just did like squiggles and swirls, dots, things, and same with the bottom. So you can do anything you want, make any kind of pattern. Remember, a pattern is a repeating design over and over again. So there's some butterflies, and let's add one more. Let's add some blue. I'm going to do some blue clouds. So I'm going to do some clouds. There's my clouds. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's really hard to draw on a cup. It makes it really tough. So there's my cup. If you don't have a plastic cup, I've seen Omar M used a yogurt container, which works really well. You can make anything. You could also use a piece of paper, a small plate to trace the circle. So I'm going to show you the rest of this. So I cut off the half circle, or half the circle up. I'm going to cut this other part like this. Remember, when you cut, go slowly, open and cut down, and then just stay on the outside of the line. So there you go. And then you can make a nice big circle, cut like this, and then you can glue it. And you've created a different kind of cup. So before you kind of do that, you can draw designs on it. So I'm going to draw a quick design. Let's do swirls. Maybe I'll make it look like a face. And then let's do blue eyes. It's kind of hard to see in the yellow. Sorry, it's going to be really messy because I'm trying to not take up too much of your time. Let's do a little nose. Let's do a big pink smile. Like this. And then we can do some rosy cheeks. And there you go. So there's my little face that I made. So you can do this. Grab your glue stick. You're going to roll it like this, and then you want to kind of open up the top. So you're going to kind of make a cone. So you're going to roll it really tight at one end, like this. Like that. And then you can just kind of glue it. The wider the opening, the easier it is to catch your ball. The smaller the opening, the harder it will be. Glue sticks are really nice because they dry instantly. The white school glue takes a little bit longer to dry, so I'm going to use a glue stick on this. If you don't have glue, you can use tape. You can use really anything. Doesn't matter if there's like a little hole at the bottom because the ball's not going to go in there anyways. And if it does, you can just pull it out from the other end. So it's just nice, lots of glue, so it really, really sticks. And I'll hold it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's my other cone. If you don't have a container you can use a piece of paper. Okay, so we're going to go back to this. So you can choose to leave your cup like this and to play catch like this with just the cup. Same with the cone. You don't really need a stick to put on the bottom. If you want to, toilet paper roll works really good. You can put a popsicle stick through, so you can use a little bit of scissors. Like this. You're going to need your parents' help because it's going to be quite sharp. So I'm just going to kind of drag it across. So you know what's better. Parents are going to have to do this for you. Kids, you are not to be doing this part. But it's just easier, and that way you won't get cut. So you're going to cut a little tiny hole like this. And then close that. You can take your popsicle stick or a pencil, and you can shove it through. Just like that. If you want to make it more secure, see how it's kind of like wobbling around? It's not very good. You can tape it on both ends. Okay, I got nice, big, strong Gorilla Tape. So I can tape it in place. Nice buttless tape, it's just easy to rip. So I can go inside. Let's see if I can do this. Like this, so it doesn't come through. It's not a very secure way of holding the cup. It makes it a little bit harder for you. So this will keep it from falling out. So now I've taped it. Might make the ball bounce out a bit, but that's okay. Makes it more of a challenge. So then now I know my stick won't come out because it's like stuck there with the tape. This is very, very strong tape. See how I can tape it just like that? So you can tape it first and then poke it through this other way. It's a little bit harder. And then it's still kind of wobbles, so what I'm going to do is going to take some more tape. It wants to roll everywhere. It's really sticky. More tape, and I'm going to tape this part here. I'm just going to go like this, a little bit on the cup. There. And it holds it a little bit stronger, so you can kind of scoop it up just a little bit stronger. So that would make it more of a challenge if it's kind of wobbling. I really like the toilet paper roll, so I will show you that after. So you can have your painted cup, or you can have your cup that you did like this. So I painted a cup yesterday because the only thing with a painted cup is that you have to let it dry. So I did a base coat, and I can paint little pictures on it now, which I'm not going to do, but like because it takes too long to dry, and I really want to show you guys how to do the toilet paper roll. It could work on the cone too, and you would have to tape the cone around here, and then just kind of gives you more of a sturdy handle to hold. But I'm going to do it to the cup. So what I did is I painted it last night, because it's going to take a while to dry, and you don't want to work with it when it's wet, because then it gets too soft, and then your hands get really, really messy. Hi, Yusuf. Yeah, almost done. So then you're going to take the toilet paper roll. You can use glue. I used tape yesterday. Worked just fine. So I'm going to, 2 more minutes, 5 more minutes. So I'm going to tape nice and big, like that, to kind of fill the bottom of the cup like this. I rolled it, and I'm going to stick this on it. I'm going to use my hand, push my hand inside and push it really hard. You can decorate the bottom. Let's decorate quickly. Do swirls, streamer looking things. This tape is very strong. Look, it doesn't even wobble. Like it just kind of, it's really stuck there. So then once you're done that, you can take your, whether it's your egg carton or your ball on a string, and you're going to tape again, or glue. The tape works best. You're going to, you can tie a knot around it, or you can just stick it on. If you tie a knot, it'll keep it a little bit more secure, but I'm just going to stick it. Stick it inside your cup like this, so the string hangs, and then there you go. You got your ball on a string. If it's a little too long, oops, then you can cut it and then just retape it in, and then you can catch the ball inside. It's the same with the egg carton, so you can do it with the paper, glue it inside, or you can punch a hole and then tie it through the hole, and then you have your ball and cup game. Just glue this one in, or your tinfoil one. I don't know where my tinfoil one went. So you can tape. So I did my egg carton again, like I said, I did it, glued it together yesterday, so it would dry for today. So you have to let sometimes some things to dry. Put the tape in, stick it in there, and then you got your on the cone. So there you go. There's your ball and cup game. Enjoy making it. Have a good day.